me like that, boss. I don't care who you are. If you don't wanna have to hang your own drywall, don't push me too far. Boomtown work ain't hard to come by. Boomtown workers are. You might be the one running the show, but that don't mean you're in charge. I was looking for a job when I found this one. Don't need to work like you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was looking for a job when I met you. I'm sharing a room with two guys over at the Motel 6, boss. Sending every dime I make here home to my ex-wife. Just did 2 years and 28 days with a little bit of aim at being in there for my life. So you see, broke won't take much. I'm getting used to, neither will a barbed wire jailhouse wall. Watch what you say to someone with nothing. It's almost like having it all. I was looking for a job when I found this one. Don't need to work like you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was already looking for a job 2 weeks ago when I met you, remember?
Hey, Todd, how you doing?
Good to see you.
It's good to be here with you. The new record's great.
Thank you.
Just lots of fun songs and with very serious point of view.
Thank you.
Your song "Looking for a Job" is about common America.
Yeah.
And I just love the lines in the chorus about the boss needing that employee to get the work done more than the employee needing the job.
Yeah.
Is this a socialist statement for you?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. And I love it when it happens. And I grew up on construction sites, and always in my life I always we definitely weren't rich, and I don't even know if I'd go up to middle class. We were construction people, and my father he got to where he was the foreman, and that's where I learned that, because he explained that to me. He said, like, see, now he was the one that said, these guys, I'm their boss, but I'm trying to keep them here because they can quit and get another job in 5 minutes, and I can't get another roofer in 5 minutes. And I always thought, well, that's how they started the union, right, when they figured that out.
Yeah.
And my dad, his talent was treating those people with respect, but his talent failed him sometimes. And that's when I got to hear that conversation. I heard that conversation about 4 times where my dad would yell at some drywall guy, and then he'd lose the argument because the guy would turn around and go, well, I'll quit then. And I'd watch my dad go, well, you can't quit, so I'll apologize. And I love it. I love it when in fact, we just made a video where it's all these people quitting their jobs. And I don't necessarily like it when people quit their jobs, but I like it when the employee has the upper hand. And ironically, I came up with the song one day where me and my tour manager were arguing. We were lost, and we were arguing. And he said to me, I was looking for a job when I found this job. And I went, oh, damn it, I need him more than he needs me.
Right. Yeah, I know how it is with tour managers.
Yeah, you've got one, right, that you've had for a long time.
Yeah, I walked out of my house last week. I was walking down to the corner diner and opened my front gate, walked out onto the sidewalk. Here comes my tour manager in his truck.
Right.
Perfect timing. Opens the door and says, you need a ride? And it's like, how does this happen? Does he have a surveillance camera on my house?
I know that guy, don't I?
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah. I loved going on the road with you. I went to 3 shows with you, and that was just amazing. We were in Utah. I don't know if you remember. We did Utah and Idaho.
Right.
Just great shows. I just loved those. You can't talk to me like that, boss. I don't care who you are. If you don't wanna have to hang your own drywall, don't push me too far. Boomtown work ain't hard to come by. Boomtown workers are. You might be the one running the show, but that don't mean you're in charge. I was looking for a job when I found this one. Don't need the work like you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was looking for a job when I met you. Sharing a room with 2 guys over at the Motel 6, boss. Send every dime I make here home to my ex-wife. Just did 2 years and 28 days with a little bit of aim. I've been in there for my life, so you see, broke won't take much getting used to. Neither will a barbed wire jailhouse wall. Watch what you say to someone with nothing. It's almost like having it all. I was looking for a job when I found this one. Don't need to work like you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was already looking for a job 2 weeks ago when I met you. Remember? I was looking for a job when I found this one. Don't need to work like you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was looking for a job when I met you. I was looking for a job when I found this one. Don't need to work like you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was looking for a job when I met you.
You Got Away With It is such a subtle indictment of the conservative, born-again Christian movement in this country. And did you feel like that you had to kind of be restrained and not take it to the George W. Bush.
And go to, really call him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the reason why I wanted to do that was to more emulate my songwriting heroes than it was to protect myself from, say, and they do come, boy. The Republicans, when you sing songs like that, they'll wait out by the back door and they'll tell you as you're trying to get to the car after the show that they don't like it. But that's not what I was afraid of as much as more as I didn't want to be heavy-handed in front of you or John Prine or Guy Clark or somebody like that, and I wanted to try to be subtle for that reason. And then on the other hand, I also wanted to say that I think that he's a bully. And I think our president's a bully. And I hope I made that point in the song. And I wanted to do it with a story that hopefully you could stay with. So I hope I did that.
You did that. You did that in an excellent way.
Tale of two fraternity brothers. Remember that kid we beat up back in college? Me, you, and Thompson out in front of the frat. And that hippie ran home crying to his parent. I can't believe you got us out of that. How sweet was that? God, we were drunk. Drove around all night after with a keg in the trunk. And when the cop pulled us over, you talked us out of that too. You got away with it. You get away. You get away with the things that you say. I had to quit partying about 1.5 years after you did. I don't regret it though. I think it was fun. Besides, it was the 70s. We were a couple of rich kids. And aside from that one hippie, we never really hurt anyone. Well, there was that one other thing that I won't even say. And as God is my witness, I'll take that to my grave. Because that was an accident. And you did what you had to do. You got away with it. You got away. You get away with the things that you say. I worry forever and never for you. You'll get away with it. You always do. You never did tell me what happened with you and your brother down there in Florida. I heard they gave you a hell of a time. Everyone around here was afraid you might lose. But I told them not to worry, 'cause I knew you'd be fine. Had me out here to Camp Dade a few times over the years. I think the first time we were still teenagers sneaking beers. Look at you now, you old son of a gun. You got the run of this place. Unbelievable. You got away with it. You got away. You've got away with the things that you say. I worry forever, never for you. You'll get away with it. You always do.
'Cause Jesus loves you.
And you'll get away with this new thing too. I want to put that on the album.
I am a backseat driver from America. They drive to the left on Falls Road. And the man at the wheel's name is Seamus. If that's a child on the corner, he knows. And Seamus says, now what chance has that kid got? And I say from the back, I don't know. He says there's barbed wire, all of these exits. There ain't no place in Belfast where a child should go.
It's a hard life, it's a hard life, it's a very hard life. It's a hard life wherever we go. And if we poison our children with hatred, then a hard life is all that they'll know. And there ain't no place in Belfast where a child will go. A cafeteria line in Chicago. A fat man in front of me is calling black people trash to his children. And he's the only trashier I see. And I'm a-thinking this man wears a white hood at night when his children should sleep. But they'll slip from their windows and they'll see him, and they'll think that white hood's all they need. 'Cause it's a hard life, it's a hard life, it's a very hard life. It's a hard life wherever you go. And if we poison our children with hatred, then a hard life is all that they'll know.
There ain't no place in Chicago where a child can go alone now. It's a hard life. I was a child in the 60s. Dreams could be held through TV. We had Disney and Cronkite and Martin Luther. I believed, I believed, I believed. Now I am a backseat driver from America. I am not at a wheel of control. I've been guilty, I've been warring, I have been a root of all evil, and I still refuse to drive on the left side of the road. It's a hard life, it's a hard life, it's a very hard life.
It's a hard life wherever you go. And if we poison our children with hatred, then a hard life is all that they'll know.
There'll be no place on this earth where a child can grow if we've made it a hard life wherever they go. I noticed that in your bio, you say if you're going to accept your fate, you might have to accept fate as your enemy. Do you see fate as your enemy?
No. Well, I see it more like a fellow victim of itself, like a fellow traveler. And I guess I meant more like, I felt like in my personal life I had to explore it as my enemy to accept it at some point. I felt like it's got a tough gig, you know, like it's death, ultimately, and the unknown. And I felt like at some point in my life, if I didn't accept it as that and not try to sugarcoat it, that I wouldn't. If I didn't explore it like that, I wouldn't be able to accept it. So I guess that's what I meant when I said that.
Do you see death as a universal fate?
Yeah, of every single thing. It's
Right.
It's almost unarguable. You're for sure going to die, probably get sick, and then you can't say for sure what happens after that.
And do you feel anything in your heart that you can change your fate by your actions?
I don't.
You don't?
No,
Okay.
That's very cynical, but I feel like the ultimate fate is coming for sure, and you can put it off or disguise it as something. For years, I tried to tell myself my fate was being a folk singer. And it is somewhat, but it's not my ultimate fate.
You mentioned a lot of artists in your songs and your liner notes, and do you feel like that that they were your muses, they were your inspiration.
Yeah, definitely. And for me, it was 85, 86 in Texas. It was when I saw Jerry Jeff play solo and said, all right, that's it. And then from there, I found, at the time, I found you, Lyle, Robert Earl, Guy Clark. All of that happened all in 1 year. A bunch of you. In fact, you'd already had a few records. And it was great because, it's great when you discover an artist that has 7 records because you don't have to wait. You can go get one and go get another one a couple days later. So I did that with you, Prine, Chris, Billy Joe, all of it. It all hit me at once. This one guy turned me on to it when I was 18. And it became the thing in life that I really, really, really cared about. And then never cared about anything else like that until I got married. Now I have 2 things I care about.
The Devil You Know is, it's a studio record.
Yeah.
But what is your preference? Where's your passion?
Oh, touring or recording?
Touring, playing
Let me
live.
ask you first.
Huh?
Just right when you asked that, I was dying to know your answer.
With me, they're separate personalities. They're
Right.
just part of my schizophrenia.
Right.
So they're 2 different things.
It's too you have to. I think I prefer the road. I think I like to play, but I have a good time when I'm at the studio. But I think it's a totally different place to be too. And it's the one I've only made 7 records, and when I went in to make my first record, that was the first time I'd been in a studio. So I've really only been in there 7 or 8 times, and I've done thousands of shows. So that feels like that's the only place where I really relax. Although I've made my last record in the same 2 studios, and I'm starting to feel like I really know the dogs there, and it's starting to feel like just hanging around the house. I go to that studio a lot and don't record, and I think the more I do that, the more fun recording's going to be. Do you have a particular studio you go to all the time, or you move them around?
I am real partial to East Iris.
Right? Where's that?
It's over on East Iris.
Here in town?
Here in Nashville.
How many records have you made there?
3.
Yeah.
And my greatest experience, of course, was making my Dust Bowl Symphony record with the London Symphony at Abbey Road.
Wow.
Because it was like there were ghosts everywhere.
Yeah. I went there one time, and it gave me the chills, and that little white piano still sitting there. I didn't even know you did that at Abbey Road.
Yeah.
That's cool. How long? Well, let me ask you one more. How did you do that with a symphony? Did you go into town early and practice a symphony like that?
No, the symphony will not practice with you.
They won't? So, really?
Yeah, so when we do symphony shows, it's a challenge for me musically,
Right.
because you can't vary on anything.
Right.
And you can't vary on your set list. It has to be exact because you've got all your symphony charts.
Right.
And for me, it's like growing up.
Right.
It's like being an adult
Right.
musically.
Yeah.
But Dust Bowl Symphony is live.
Wow.
It's, me singing with the London Symphony, playing
And I
with the
think
London
you
Symphony.
did that. I think I saw that you played with the symphony here once, and maybe you've done that a lot.
We've played with symphonies all over the world.
Right.
In fact, my greatest experience was playing with the Vietnamese National Chamber Orchestra.
Wow.
So in Hanoi. So
I'd like to try that someday.
Nashville gets a bad rap,
Amen.
especially in my hometown of Austin.
Amen again.
And what do you think about it? I love this community.
I do too, and I don't know where that came from. Although I have found that usually when I hear that, it's not from somebody like Lyle Lovett or Joe Ely or Jack Ingram. It's always from some guy that I haven't heard of that wishes I had. Right?
I think that too. I hear it from people, especially in Austin, Texas.
Right.
Because they consider me a traitor.
Oh, really?
Because they consider me and Guy Clark and
That's insane.
long ago and far away towns, to be a traitor because we moved to Nashville. But I just find this community so much more loving and giving.
Yeah.
When I get letters from George Hamilton IV,
Right.
when I get to play on the Grand Ole Opry,
Yeah.
which I grew up listening to, I just go, I love this
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
You know, because
I do too. And
to
I just,
quote Clive Gregson.
there's like, everyone thinks that all we do in this town is commercial country music. And God, we a ton of the, what would you call it? I don't know. What do you call our kind of stuff? No Depression or whatever. I mean, Steve Earle, Lucinda Williams,
Mary
Gauthier, who's that girl that sings with her boyfriend? I'm blanking.
Gillian Welch. Dave Rollins.
There's just a million people here.
It's a great community, and it's so, you know, the commercial country music is so entwined with alternative music. You know? It's like everybody knows each
along.
other.
I like
Everybody
that.
acknowledges each other with respect.
Yeah.
There's no backbiting.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that too. That's funny. I do feel like you could go to a bar here in this town and sit around and talk about how cool Alan Jackson is. I think there can be lots of music towns, right?
There should be.
Yeah.
Left
More the
coast,
merrier.
West coast.
Yeah. Athens, Minneapolis. There's a million of them. Well, I've seen you about 10 times, not counting the 2 I got to go to for free.
And I have seen you many times. And,
Really? All right.
It's always a pleasure. You have such a brilliant attitude.
Oh, thank you.
You know, it's very refreshing, and your honesty and your music is just, it really is refreshing. It's not manipulative at all, you know.
You're making my day.
It just takes you there.
Oh, thank you.
So I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for doing this too. Cool.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I was nervous about it.
Now let's go have a beer.
Let's do that.
Let somebody else try to convince us we came in there to hear them instead of drink a beer.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. See ya.